The Tour always attracts cycling's biggest audience of the year. And as Geraint Thomas and Luke Rowe find out on their podcast on the rest day, that includes Hollywood superstars.
It's kind of weird to be doing this with you not being on the massage table.
And I got my top on. I got my top on as well. I thought I'd show a bit of respect.
I can never get over how you can do that. I mean, I guess, I don't know, because I don't have a podcast. I've been a guest on a bunch of podcasts, but it's so interesting for me to listen to this one because it's so specific about, what you guys are doing when we're watching it on television, and to hear the sort of the ins and outs of the reality of what you're dealing with. It's kind of fascinating.
Isn't it absolutely brilliant? I find it surreal watching that. G and Luke on the phone to Ben Stiller.
I'm just glad Luke put his top on for once.
I can't believe he put his top on. Slightly disappointed. I feel like he was trying to impress the adults,
He's the only man that he'll put his top on for, that's for sure.
There's probably something came through the agent like, Ben will not do it if you have no shirt on.
Anyway, What's Occurring, powered by Eurosport, is available to download in all the usual podcast places. The guys have set themselves a high old bar with that guest list. Now, from Ben Stiller and Blue Steel to Manus Court. And his blue moustache. I have a lot of love for this kind of behaviour on a rest day. If you've missed this sort of social interaction going on with Manus Court at the moment, he was sitting on something like 146,000 followers, I think he said, on Instagram, and he was bet that if he could reach 200,000 that he should dye his moustache. He reached 200,000 followers overnight, and it's jumped since then, and so it was decided that he had to dye his moustache blue on the rest day. I like it. Do you know what? He's one of the very few, because we see a lot of riders saying that they're growing moustaches or that they're not shaving, and you would have to believe them, really, and keep the faith, because there's not much growth on the old visage. Manus Court always rocks very good facial hair, but Robbie, you're a bit concerned for his look today, aren't you?
Yeah, he's been cultivating his moustache for many years now, and it's one of the better known mows in the bunch. But with the blue dye that he's putting on the rest day, when you get into a day like today, it's going to be up to 35 degrees. I can just imagine him getting sweaty and water over himself, and then just a stream of blue going down over his chin.
It's going to be like a Smurf by the time he arrives in Nîmes, isn't he? I love it, love it. Well, if you're with us on Sunday evening, you'll have seen our live shots of Mark Cavendish and his Astana teammates making the time cut into Plateau Dubai with 1 minute and 45 seconds to spare. We were all very nervous. We should have known not to be, of course. This is Mark Cavendish. It was a huge effort from them all, and one that has earned them the right to have one last sprint today.